This is a classic example of bumper sticker hermeneutics. God said it, I believe it, and that's it. But here's the challenge. God said it, sure, but in what language are we talking about when it was given to us? Are we talking about the Hebrew of the Old Testament or some Aramaic? Or are we talking about the Koine Greek of the New Testament? And how does the culture and the situation actually impact what was written and how we understand those words as they were written? For example, if I were to say that Michael Jordan is the GOAT, what do I mean? Do I mean a furry animal on four legs, or am I talking about an acronym, the greatest of all time? Well, our social culture and situation helps us determine what I mean and the words that are being communicated. I really appreciate the way that the late great Dr. Hayes wrote about this in his book, The Moral Vision of the New Testament. He says this: only historical ignorance or cultural chauvinism could lead us to suppose that no hermeneutical translation is necessary for us to understand these texts. In other words, yes, there is a simple reading of the scriptures that we can all understand, and there's also depth and nuance and theological rigor that we ought to explore as we understand what the text actually meant in its original context, what it would have been understood for those original hearers and readers of the Bible. And so, yes, we want to know the historical context, the cultural context, the social context of what's taking place, and also the canonical context. And this Bible that we have is a library of books, and as such, the message that is being communicated, it's all leading us ultimately to the cross, and we want to interpret Scripture in light of the cross of Christ. And then on top of that, what are the implications post the resurrection? Like, how are you and I supposed to live as faithful witnesses of the risen Messiah in today's time and culture? As you can tell, yes, God said it, and I believe it, and that's it. And we want to know exactly what it is that God said in the cultural, social, and historical context of the time. Let's be faithful stewards of the words of God as they've been given to us.